Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Like I've done another video before this one, I am going to show you again some of my graphic design projects. As you may or not know, I'm at my last year of university in the course of graphic design, and I just finished my first semester of this last year, and in a couple of days I'm about to enter the second semester of this year and the last semester of university, which is really exciting. I made some very good projects this semester, so I decided to show you guys, and I hope you enjoy. The first project that I'm going to show you was a group project, and I made this project with my friends Ines and Denise. Their channels are in the description, and it is strictly obligatory that you subscribe to them right now. This project was a collaboration between our school, our university, and the Alenquer County. Here in Portugal, after Christmas on the January 5th, we celebrate the Magi that went to visit Jesus when he was born. We celebrated by singing songs from house to house, and in the end of the songs, the villagers of the houses welcome the singers to their homes and offer food and wine. In the villages of Alenquer, they also celebrate this tradition, but they also have a different kind of tradition to celebrate. They sing from house to house, and while they are singing, there's a painter that paints the houses they sing to. They paint several symbols and words in the houses depending on the family, which meanings are way too extensive for me to go into right now. Our class had a job of making several items for this special tradition to make it even more special. These items went from video mapping to app design, merchandising to personalized items. In our project, we decided to include the children in the tradition and teach them about it in a fun way. And we did that through an illustrated zine. This zine contains illustrations that explain the most important parts of this tradition. And the best part of it is that it is an interactive zine. Do you remember that book that you loved that had figures that popped up and where you could pull a sliver of paper and it moved? We did that. We tried to do that, but we were really happy with the end result. Okay, so this next project was a very simple and very quick project actually. This project was made for professional practices and ethics class. As the name of the class refers to, we worked around ethics. So for this project we had to make 3 items. They could be whatever we wanted. They could be posters, flyers, pins, etc. For each item we had to choose 3 words that we thought were important for an ethical designer. My words were transparency, receptivity, and consideration. For my items I decided to make scenes. In each scene it had a small text explaining why I chose that word. For the transparency concept, I made the user of the zine take off the mask of the character, making it transparent. For receptivity, the head of the character opens to symbolize the receival of healthy critics and advice. And finally, for consideration, I glued a reflective material so that the user can reflect itself onto the character, which symbolizes the empathy for others. I really enjoyed the result of the illustrations and how they played with the words that I chose. For graphic design project class, we started the semester with the publicity project. For this one, we watched the movie The Grand Budapest Hotel. If you haven't watched this movie yet, then what are you doing with your life? It is a great movie, really funny, and the graphic design in it is spot on. After we watched the movie, we were given randomly a character from the movie for which we had to create a product and make a publicity for it. My character was Joplin, that is played by the one and only Willem Dafoe. He was the assassin of the movie and one of the villains. He was always full of rage, and I'm pretty sure that at one point on the movie he even threw a character's cat out the window. That gave me the idea to make an anger management institute. I had many ideas before, but like my teacher told us, our first ideas always suck, basically. So we always have to keep thinking of better ones. And the more you think, the better it gets. We had to make a poster and 2 additional pieces. I actually made 3 posters. We could have made how many we wanted, and I decided to do them all by illustration, and for that I grabbed the visual metaphors of exploding with rage by drawing an erupting volcano, a ticking bomb and an atomic bomb explosion. I also made a logo for the institution. It was very simple and not the best, but it did the job. And in all the posters it had the slogan, relatable, join the club. For the other pieces, I thought it was right to make a flyer explaining what is anger management and what the institution does. And I also made a business card in which I made it a bit special by making it interactive with the volcano illustration again. This was a cool project and I really enjoyed doing the illustrations, although the work was a pain in the butt for this one. It really took a long time to get it right. This was another graphic design project classwork, and it was a simpler one. We had to choose a controversial theme and make a social design poster and an additional piece to call attention to the theme. I decided to choose the theme about animal testing. For the main poster, I made a grid with a bunny on the middle, and I wrote beauty is different than cruelty. And I wrote it with a cruelty-free lipstick in a red color, which represents the bloodshed in animal testing. For the additional piece, I decided to make a poll in my university. For this, I made another poster, similar to the main one, where the students answered the question, do you use cruelty-free makeup? And accordingly with the answer, yes, no, or I don't know, they could draw with the corresponding lipstick color provided for each answer on the poster. The end result was really cool, with an occasional funny drawing, but overall a really good social experiment. So this was the last graphic design project classwork that we made, and this was also a group project, and again I did it with my friends Denise and Inês. For this one there was a contest for all the groups of our class to do the identity design for the festival Impulso. This festival takes place in Caldas da Rainha, the city where I study in, and this year is the second edition of the festival, and we were honored to make part of it. So we had to make everything from scratch. The first thing that we went into was the concept for all the pieces that we were going to make. We went with the concept of ecosystem because the festival has all kinds of artists and music genre, and it all comes to create a system that it is the whole festival. From there it was easier to make the pieces. We started with the main poster, which was the most important piece, and from the poster and its elements we implemented them to the rest of the pieces. We had to make posters, flyers, ID badges, tickets, merchandise and so on. It was a very fun project to do, and we couldn't be prouder of the end result. And we were so happy to know that we achieved 3rd place on the contest, which was so unexpected. We really didn't thought that we had a chance because all the proposals were so good. We couldn't be more grateful. Okay, so now for the last project. This is a typography project. This was my very first font that I've ever created, and it is called Perennial. This was one of my favorites this semester. So the font that I created is a calligraphic and sans serif font. It is also a decorative font due to its terminals on the uppercase letters. This was a very fun and hard-working project, and although it's not perfect, I am really proud of it. We had to make a poster, which is not my favorite part of this project. I could have done better, but it's not the worst. And we also had to do a specimen with all the specificities of the font, like the kerning and proportions, etc. The name of the font is Perennial because the meaning of this word is continuity and eternity. And since my letters are calligraphic, they connect to each other, so it creates a continuous path. So I thought it was a pretty cool name for it. And those were all my projects for this first semester of my 3rd year of graphic design. I am really proud of all the works that I did this semester. It was a really good semester. It was very hardworking and very stressful. If I say so myself, it was the most stressful semester of this whole course. Let's see how I do in this last semester. Hopefully it won't be as stressful, but I am really happy of my growth in the graphic design area, and I'm really excited for the next projects to come, and I'm also really excited to show them to you. If you like my projects, please let me know which one was your favorite on the comments down below, and if you want to see more videos like this one. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like me or if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!